Coming to you from the Lydia Media Studios in the heart of Lewiston, Auburn, it's Lydia's Lunch Bunch, LA's afternoon morning show with Mark and Sarah today because Pam's at B&I networking.
She's doing the thing.
She's doing her thing. We're covering news and events in the greater LA area and talking to the people making a difference in our community. Give us a listen at lydiamediallc.com or wherever you get your podcasts. And feel free to share your comments, questions, or suggestions via email at podcast@lydiamediallc.com.
Today's show is brought to you by United Piping, serving residential and commercial customers with new installations and repairs. Call today and schedule your oil and gas boiler cleanings at 754-4556. UPI, the best plumbers around. And by Ruper's Beverage and Redemption, when it comes to beer, wine, and spirits, don't botch it, squatch it, at 6 locations in Lewiston, Auburn, and Oxford. Learn more at rupersbeverage.com, and remember, the party starts at Ruper's.
Our guests in studio today from the Maine Nordiques, number 14 in your program, Mike Stenberg. He's a forward from Needham, Massachusetts. And number 25, Aiden Farro, a defenseman from North Palm, Florida. Doesn't that sound pretty good right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Florida sounds pretty good. Thank you guys for braving the weather and joining us this morning.
Yeah, no, thank you.
We truly appreciate it.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to Mike and Aiden all about the Nords coming up here in just a bit. But right now, let's take a look at some headlines for Wednesday, December 11th.
Due to the challenges of operating a small business, Side by Each Brewing in Auburn announced it will close at the end of the year. Side by Each opened in 2019, and the owners are hoping to sell. They are very grateful for the community's support and will keep regular business hours and scheduled events through December 31st.
That was like a gut punch when I read that yesterday.
Me too. I actually really, really love Side by Each, and credit them for getting me through a big part of the pandemic in the beginning.
Yeah, they are just great people who own that business,
Yeah.
and they will be sorely missed.
They will. I actually wrote a little article about them in LA Metro Magazine.
Oh, cool.
In 2020. So if you want to, I think you could probably find that in the archives if you're interested in learning more about the business and how it started, and some of their fantastic business practices that they have continued to put forth throughout the time they've been open. So,
Yes.
yeah, it's a big loss for our community. You're right.
A ban on the popular social media app TikTok is set to go into effect on January 19th.
I doubt that's going to happen.
A federal appeals court denied TikTok's request to overturn the law as the case may be headed to the Supreme Court. President Biden signed a law to ban the app amid concerns that its Chinese-owned parent company could provide user data to Chinese intelligence agencies.
Do you think that's really going to happen?
I don't know.
I don't
even use TikTok. I don't even, I know it's like a video app. You guys must be on TikTok, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You love it? Is it like
yeah.
your go-to? That's like for your generation, that's going to be
It's
the app
kinda
that
like,
everybody uses.
Yeah, it's just what you watch when like you're not doing anything, just time
your
goes
brain.
by.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically it.
Everybody's going to go back to watching Instagram Reels.
I know,
Exactly.
right?
It's the same, same thing.
Right? Senator Angus King is co-sponsoring a bill that would require the Veterans Administration to conduct additional research on how low-level blasts can affect the brain. The bill would also require an analysis of which treatments and diagnostic tools show the most progress when dealing with brain-injured veterans.
And 17-year-old Girl Scout Alexis Baird of Lisbon raised funds to create and install a Gulf, Iraq, and Afghanistan war monument in Lisbon Falls. The monument overlooks the Androscoggin River and features a U.S. flag with the inscription, "May we never forget, freedom isn't free." The project helped Alexis earn her Gold Award pin, the final achievement in Girl Scouts. Her mother, Heidi, is a 25-year Army veteran.
What a great project.
It's awesome.
I really love that. Want to talk about the weather?
Weather!
Oh my gosh. Heavy rain and strong winds today with the potential for flooding and power outages. The National Weather Service issued a statewide flood watch for today and tomorrow morning. A high wind warning will be in effect from 6 p.m. tonight through 4 a.m. tomorrow, and temps will be in the mid-50s. Mother Nature forgot her meds.
She's on something.
She's having a day. It's a bit much. It's going to be sunny on Friday and Saturday and cloudy on Sunday with highs in the low 30s.
That's more like it.
That seems more like December, yeah?
In sports, Bruins goalie Jeremy Swayman was lit up for 8 goals and an 8-1 loss to the Winnipeg Jets. Boston will visit the Seattle Kraken tomorrow night.
I don't know what to think.
So, yeah, I don't know if Mike and Aiden know, but Sarah has a history with Jeremy Swayman.
Really?
Yeah. Mike, did you hear about this last
I
time you
think
were here?
so.
Yeah.
I think
We
so.
try to tell everyone.
What is it? What is it?
When Mark says we, he means he. I just met Jeremy Swayman over the summer at a Dave Matthews Band concert, and he was cool, and he took a picture with me, and he
Yeah.
was really nice about it. And
There you go.
he seems like a cool guy.
Yeah.
But now we're like best friends, according to Mark.
Well, I think they were best friends before Jeremy went on this little skid that he's on right now.
You know, we're in a fight.
Yeah. During the off season, they were dating.
Oh my god.
Me and Jeremy Swayman. Yeah, okay. Thank God for the Celtics. They're going to host the Detroit Pistons tomorrow at 7:30.
Central Maine Community College basketball visits Southern Maine Community College tonight. The women tip off at 6 and the men at 8.
The Maine Nordiques head to Elmira, New York to take on the Aviators on Friday and Saturday, and we'll have them here to chit-chat about how they're feeling about that game upcoming.
The NA3 Nordiques will visit the stinking Northeast Generals on Friday.
And the 3-10 Patriots, woohoo, will visit the 6-7 Arizona Cardinals on Sunday at 4:30.
Maine basketball phenom Cooper Flagg was named the Associated Press Men's Player of the Week. The 6'9" forward scored 22 points as his number 4 Duke Blue Devils beat number 2 Auburn 84-78, then scored 20 in a 79-65 win over Louisville. Flagg is expected to be the top pick in the upcoming NBA draft. How often is it that we have the Blue Devils beating Auburn, and we're not talking about Lewiston High School and Edward Little?
That's true. I didn't even put that together. That's funny. Well, speaking of high school, on our high school scoreboard in boys basketball, it was Mount Ararat over Grey New Gloucester 77-56. Oxford Hills beating Bangor 70-42. Sanford beating Edward Little 75-66. South Portland over Lewiston 62-46. And St. Dom's over Poland 65-44.
In girls basketball, it was EL over Sanford 53-49 in overtime. Mount Ararat beat Grey New Gloucester 52-37. Oak Hill over Winthrop 38-37. Oxford Hills beat Bangor 47-43. Poland over St. Dom's 67-41. And South Portland beat Lewiston 63-29.
That's a trouncing.
That is your news, weather, and sports. And right now it is time for the podcast segment that used to be Sweeping the Twin Cities.
As of late, not so much.
It's time for famous people birthdays.
They're famous. It's their birthdays. It's famous people birthdays. It's famous people birthdays.
Let's take a look at FPBs for December 11th, shall we?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, we kind of have to. It's in our contract. We're going to start off with stand-up comedian and actress Monique,
Okay.
who is 57 today. I doubt that you guys have heard of any of the people we're going to be talking about.
We'll see.
Monique?
Monique, have you heard of Monique?
Is she in movies, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I know her from, she was in Beer Fest. She was also in Precious.
That's right.
Yeah.
She was the social worker. No, she
No,
wasn't the social
Mariah
worker.
Carey
Mariah
was
Carey
the
was the
social
social worker.
Yeah. So yeah, she's won a bunch of awards: Golden Globe, Screen Actors Guild,
Yeah.
Emmy, Grammy.
Apparently, she's very good at the craft.
She's good at the craft. She knows her stuff.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Bassist Nikki Sixx of Motley Crue
Okay.
is 66 years old
There we
today.
go, there we
Yeah,
go.
Mike's heard of Nikki Sixx. Good warm-up music,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
You guys what do you guys play for warm-ups? You play rap?
Yeah, a lot of other things, but
Yeah.
nah, it's not we don't really go into that that genre.
Right. No 80s metal for you guys?
No.
Oh, man. AC/DC.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
you hear
on.
that
Yeah,
at TD
yeah.
Garden. Yeah. Jermaine Jackson, 70 years old today. Yeah, he was a member of the Jackson 5
Yeah.
with Michael. I can't remember who was more popular. I think it was Michael.
I don't know. Was it?
It might have been.
It might have been.
Yeah.
He did some lead vocals for the Jackson 5, too, though.
He did. Yeah.
Not a lot of them, but he did some.
He also produced and recorded duets with Whitney Houston
Oh,
on her debut album.
okay.
There you go.
He was married to Mr. Barry Gordy's daughter.
Was he?
Mr. Barry Gordy.
All right.
He was like a big name in the Motown scene, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Singer Brenda Lee is 80 years old today.
Didn't she do the Christmas song? Was it
She
Rockin'
sure did.
Around the Christmas
Rocking
Tree?
Around the Christmas
Yeah.
Tree.
So there we go.
Yep, that was recorded in 1958 and still as popular as ever.
Huh.
Yeah, topped the Billboard Hot 100
Wow.
in 2023, making Lee the oldest artist ever to top the chart and breaking several chart records.
Wow.
Yeah.
And she's just 80 years old.
She's something. Donna Mills of Knots Landing is 84 years old today.
Oh.
You remember her?
I do. Yeah.
That qualifies.
Okay.
If we both remember the person, I think they should be on the list.
Yeah.
And rounding out FPBs for December 11th, Rita Moreno
Okay.
is 93 today.
Yeah.
Actress, dancer, singer. She's done Singing in the Rain
Yeah.
in 1952, West Side Story, The Four Seasons.
I remember her from West Side Story.
Now, if you've been listening recently, we've been apologizing for the lack of quality in the Famous People Birthdays segment. It hasn't been good lately.
It's been tough.
But Sarah has a theory.
I have a theory.
What's your theory?
So you've never heard of this. It's the culling season happens in March. So there's a cuffing season and a culling season in nature. And the cuffing season is when animals, human beings, animals in the wild, whatever, for lack of a better word, hook up for the winter, for warmth, and for sharing of resources and whatnot. So a lot of couples will get together in like October, November, and then they'll cull in March or April where they'll break up because the winter months are coming to an end and they no longer need to share resources and be together for warmth. So there's a cuffing season where people get together and a culling season where they break up. And I'm wondering if there's not a lot of birthdays in December because there's a lot of breakups that happen in March and April.
My goodness. That
Yeah.
makes perfect sense.
Yeah. And according to my friend Sarah, who happens to be a divorce attorney, a lot of people decide not to break up right before the holidays. And then they make it through the holidays and then they decide to divorce in March or April too. So there's like a lot of reasons why relationships come to the end. Like, because a lot of couples will be like, well, we'll just get through the holidays, and then they don't want to be together afterwards. So that's cuffing and culling. And I think that, 9 months later would be December. There's not a lot of babies.
That is good stuff. Thanks for sharing that. That makes perfect sense now. And now I don't feel so guilty that FPBs have been sucking for the past couple of days.
That's just how it's going to be for a little while. Give us, people will get back together in January and then break up again. Maybe we'll have better birthdays.
I'll take what you just said and use it as a disclaimer.
Well, and if you think about it, if the cuffing season is October, November, December, then we should have lots of birthdays 9 months later. So all of our best birthdays should be like June, July, and August.
All right. We have something to look forward to.
All right.
There we go. Those are your FPBs for December the 11th. Locally owned and locally focused, Lydia Media celebrates the heart of the greater Lewiston Auburn area through 2 magazines, Uncle Andy's Digest and LA Metro Magazine, and the new Lydia's Lunch Bunch podcast. Each production shines a positive light on local businesses, nonprofits, events, and individuals making a difference in our community. Keep your advertising dollars local. Position your business in front of your target audience with Lydia Media. Learn more at lydiamediallc.com. Now we shift focus to our guests in studio, Maine Nordiques, Mike Stenberg, and Aiden Farro. And we just got to get this out of the way, guys. Last week, we told Joe and Ethan that it was less of an interview and more of an intervention.
Okay.
Because you guys were on a 4-game losing streak.
Yeah.
And now that is turned into a 6-game losing streak. Guys, what is going on? What do we need to do to fix this?
What's happening?
Keep pushing away. We outplay these teams in these games, and we just can't find a way to win. And that's been our problem. It's minor errors on everyone that leads to us losing. But if we just fix that up, fix the minor details, we'll get back on that winning train. But we just need to get one to start it. So
yeah. And this weekend, you're playing against a team that you swept earlier in the season at home.
Yep.
Now you're going to New York to take them on, and they're not that bad, right? For an expansion team, they're like
pretty good.
Yeah,
They've made like a lot of trades recently and stuff. They just swept New Jersey, which is a pretty decent team as well. And last time we played them, they had 10 guys out because they were sick too. So it's going to be a completely different team.
It's going to be a different game altogether.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's in their barn too. So
yeah. So you guys you're heading to New York to take on the Elmira Aviators, and a team, like you just said, a team not to be taken lightly, especially when you're in the situation you're in. You guys just need a W to get you back on track.
of course, just one win.
Yeah.
And we'll get back on
That's all it's going to take.
Yep, exactly.
All right, we just had to check in because, when you guys are on the road, I'm on my app going, how the Nords doing?
How
I'm
are
like,
they doing?
You got to be kidding me. Mike, we got your story last time you were here. Aiden, you're a first-year Nordique?
Right, yes.
So tell us about how old you were the first time some skates were put on your feet, and kind of give us the highlights of your career leading up to being a Maine Nordique.
I was originally born in Stockbridge, Georgia. I started out playing roller hockey. I was 5 years old. Moved to Florida when I was 8, and that's when I was going to play roller hockey originally, but they don't really have it in Florida, which is funny, but...
It is kind of weird.
Yeah, so I was forced to move to ice. Like if they had roller hockey, I would never played ice hockey, which is funny. Started playing ice hockey, rec hockey, and then I moved to AA when I was 10 years old, just out of the local program, Palm Beach Hawks. And then when I was 13, moved to a AAA team in Florida, stayed in Florida. And then when I was 15, I moved to Boston to play Boston Hockey Academy. Went to school there, kind of like a prep school, but it wasn't the same kind of. It's the same kind of format, but it wasn't considered a prep school. Played there for 2 years, then moved back to Florida. I played in a junior league called USPHL Premier. It's not considered a great league.
Why is it not considered a great
It's
league?
tier 3, but it's just. It's called the USPHL. People call it. You still play hockey league, stuff like that. Like, it's.
Not super prestigious, is that?
Well, yeah, no, I used to get chirped about it all the time, which I understood. But I was like young and like juniors at that time. It wasn't a great league, but I tried to make the NOL when I was at that age, NCDC, which is like another tier 2 league in America. Didn't make those teams, so I had to play there. I had a great year. It was a lot of fun, actually. Got tons of playing time. Halfway through that year, I get called up to Danbury, which is a team in this division.
Yeah.
I play half that year. I do really well. And then last year, I play with them again. And the year after, I play with them again. I don't know if you know Danbury, but...
They've had some tough years.
Yeah, the year I got called up, I think we won 6 games in total.
I was just thinking, like, doing the math. I was like, yeah, that was the year that they were really bad.
Yeah.
And I believe the Nords dropped a game to them during that season, and it was like, whoa.
Yeah, no, I wasn't there for that, but I did hear about that. Yeah, we were close to being the worst team in, like, league history.
Yeah.
Like, it was pretty close, but we prevailed. So.
And you've gotten better. The Danbury hat tricks have gotten better.
They only have 9 wins right now, but the season is young.
It's still early.
Yeah, no, last year compared to that year, we made a huge improvement. I think we won 16, though, 17, which still is terrible.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I was on that team last year. And then in the offseason, they fired all the management, coach, assistant coach, GM. I think we got new owners. They're like, yeah, we're cleaning out house. Where do you want to get traded? And I was like, I want to come back. Like, I don't know, like, who's interested. And a couple months later, 4 teams reached out, and I was traded to Minnesota Wilderness. They're in the Midwest division, right?
Yeah.
Midwest, I'm pretty sure. And then I had injury over the summer with my back. And then I went to training camp. I had to skip training camp because of that, and it was just a weird situation there. So I ended up getting released by them. Went to the NCDC, Hitman for a week. After that, I talked to Skrlik. I got here around early October, mid-October, so yeah.
So both you guys are injured right now?
Right.
Is that correct, Mike?
Not injured, but hurt. But
You're hurt.
Yeah. Everything's fine, though.
Where it's best if you just don't play.
No.
No.
Are you going to be playing this weekend?
Yeah, I'll be playing
You
this
will.
weekend.
Okay.
It's like,
I'm
no,
fine.
I'm still playing. I say I'm fine when I'm not all the time. Remember that time I stabbed myself and wouldn't go to the hospital?
Yes.
What? I mean, everybody who listens to the podcast already knows. I stabbed myself by accident and refused to go to the hospital.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She could be a hockey player. She's that tough.
It's like, I'm fine. I tried to get my boyfriend to put sutures on it. He wouldn't do it.
Wow. Yeah, we call people who like are injured. Here, this is another hockey term. We call people who are injured and like fight through it, and we call them nail guns.
Nail guns.
Yeah.
All right, I'm writing that one down too.
Nail guns.
You'd be considered a nail gun if you especially if you stab yourself.
Yeah, definitely that. Yeah.
Got the scars to prove it.
That's your nickname.
Nail gun.
Nail gun pulling.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
All right.
I like
okay.
it.
Okay.
I like it. Mike, how old were you when you left home?
I was 16.
Was that a rough adjustment for you?
Not really, because moved away from home and went to Florida for 2 months, and I lived in a resort and played hockey there. So I kind of lived the life. So
Yeah,
I wasn't
it was like a
really that
resort?
mad, but
On a resort.
I'm the youngest of 5 kids, so my parents were kind of like always went with me wherever I kind of went. So wasn't like I was alone, and definitely took some time to adjust, but it wasn't anything crazy. But I moved to Florida. Then I moved to Iowa for a year and a half, 2 years. Then Vancouver for 2 years.
So
and now,
you're going from a resort in Florida to Iowa.
Yeah, now I'm in the coldest. Yep. So it was definitely an adjustment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough for me to even imagine the life that you guys have led
It's
so
crazy.
far, and you're not even 21 years old yet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
it's been a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
It's,
A lot of experience though, so you got to see around the country and around. Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
It's fun.
But
Yeah.
also, like, I can't imagine sending my son is your age. He's 20. He's almost 21. I can't imagine him being out on his own, trying to figure things out
Mm-hmm.
at 16. Like,
It matures you much younger,
Yeah.
so you kind of have to fend for yourself, cook. I don't know. It's kind of a blessing in disguise too, but you never want to leave your family, right? So
Sure.
it was tough.
And Aiden, how old were you when you left home?
I moved to Boston when I was 15.
15?
Yeah, 15. Yeah.
How did that go?
It was fine. It was like I missed home like a lot really early. I feel like that's normal a little bit.
Sure.
I lived with Billets. They made it a good experience, so it wasn't bad. And I had my buddy from the same team that I played for the year before. He made that team too, so it made it easier. Yeah, I mean, I feel like after that year, it just got normal, and yeah, it's been a great experience so far. So
You know, the team you played for and the players, that's kind of your family now
Yep.
when you move away. So everyone's going through the same thing, being away from home. So you have like a common thing to talk about. So it's not as bad as you think. Yeah.
oh, it's fun when you guys come in and you get to see the dogs. Because we have office dogs. Lydia and Vinny are here. And a lot of the guys, when they come in for our Wednesday morning interviews, are like missing their dog from home. So,
Right, exactly.
and Vinny and Lydia are so sweet and they just want to be petted. So it's like, you can tell that you guys, you like it. You like the dog people.
Yeah.
Definitely like it and miss their pets from home. But I'm sure having like going into a prep school is very different than going into a billet home. Like hopefully your billets are,
Yep.
you know,
Oh, they're the best.
like a second
Shout out
home to
Jen,
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah.
know.
It's at first, especially when I was younger, it was difficult kind of going into this house, like random person's house. But as I got older, it's kind of been normal, and I kind of like it. Meeting new people, being part of their family. It's a blessing, really. It's seeing how they go about their life and everything. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for folks who aren't familiar with the terminology, billets are they're families that open their doors to hockey players or traveling athletes, right? And you live with them throughout the season,
Yep.
right, yeah.
right? Do you guys keep in touch with like former billet families?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I still keep in touch with the ones in Minnesota I was with earlier this year, and then my Danbury Billets. So yeah,
That's great.
there's a good relationship there for
Yeah.
sure.
I still keep in contact with my first ever billets in Iowa. So it's not all the time, but Christmas, holidays,
sure.
just here and
Yeah.
checking in, all that. So
Well, they do a lot of work for you. Like they help support your hockey career. I mean,
Exactly.
at 15, 16, you're not taking yourself to the rink. Someone's helping you. Someone's making sure your equipment's dry when you get home. You're still 16 or 15 or whatever. Like somebody's got to be looking out for you. So it's a very similar to parenting.
I've been fortunate to have some pretty good billets, so
Me as well.
it works out.
Nice.
Yeah.
We like to hear that.
And we always like to ask players, and I know we've asked Mike this, but we'd love for you to revisit how you pass time on the bus. Because travel is such a big part of your life. We hear a lot of guys, they'll just sleep. Some of them are on the iPad. Some of them play cards. Mike, how do you pass the time?
usually just watch movies, talk to the fellas back there. But I've been starting to read sometimes, read books, pass some time. I haven't been to school in quite a while, so I want to read, get the brain going for next year. So just been reading. That's been my go-to.
Now, are you a book guy or are you a tablet guy?
Book.
Yeah.
I can't read on a tablet. I don't know. I like the feel of actually reading a book, right?
Same.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm right there with you too. I like bookmarks too.
Oh,
For
yeah?
some reason, I just like sticking a bookmark in there and going, I got some done today.
Exactly.
You can see your progress.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Aiden, how about you?
I sleep a lot actually, and then TikTok. I watch it.
Enjoy it while you can.
A lot of TikTok. Yeah, a lot of TikTok.
What are you looking at on TikTok? Anything?
Just whatever comes up, honestly, like funny stuff or whatever.
I've never used it, so I'm guessing based on your viewing history, they probably, the algorithm
get that
decides.
algorithm.
Yeah,
so
so
like
it's-
Aiden's gonna like this. Yeah. So,
Yeah, no, they base off what you like.
Yeah.
It's just like Instagram Reels, kind of just like whatever, like random stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
How-
like it's entertainment, right?
Yeah. How long you hang out on a reel. Like if you
Okay.
watch it all the way to the end. Oh, we like this one.
Yeah,
Let's give it
right.
another
Is
one.
there a
So,
time limit for the reels?
No.
No. Okay.
But sometimes you're like, you keep it on something and you go like talk to someone, you forget it's playing and it plays for like, like 20
It can
times. And
be
you're like, okay.
like the lawn cleanup videos where you're like, wow, this is like 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm committed. No, I need to see what it looks like when he's done.
Do you guys make any videos yourselves for TikTok? No.
That's not.
I do have 2 videos, but it's yeah, it's
Let's hear it.
I don't share them because it's
I'll be finding your TikTok.
yeah, no, they're funny, but I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys need to get some social media stuff going on with the Nords. Get some TikToks. or
Yeah, I mean
Instagram
we do question what
Q&As.
Oh yeah, morning Q.
Yeah.
Morning Q, that's a
Yeah.
good one.
I like those.
That's only once a week, but yeah, no, I
definitely
agree
mention
with
that.
you. Yeah.
Mike, if you had to show a scout one game from your entire hockey career, what would it be?
Would have to go high school. I think I was at their academy in Braintree, Mass, and you believe we won like 8-1, and I had like 6-7 point night. So I think it's definitely a game
I think
I
so.
want some scouts to go to. No, but it was good. I helped the team win, and everyone was having fun. So that would be the game.
Did you feel any different that game? Did you?
Definitely, I know. I felt like everything was kind of puck was bouncing in my favor. When that happens, you kind of have to make the most out of it because a lot of times the puck will bounce the opposite way. So, no, I felt good. My line mates and I were clicking, and kind of felt like no one could stop us, right? So, just had to keep pounding at it every shift, and that's what we did.
Aiden, let's hear about your best game.
That's tough.
Wait a minute. Was it roller hockey or was it ice hockey?
Oh, yeah. Could be either one.
Wow. Probably ice hockey.
right.
That's tough. Because roller hockey, the rules are different. So like there's more points just because it's 4-on-4 and there's no offsides either. So you could literally
it's
stay
wide open.
Yeah, you could stay in the other crease and.
Do you play with a ball in roller hockey?
No,
Or is
no.
It's a puck.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's a puck. It's way lighter than a hockey puck, an ice hockey puck, but it's got like divots on the bottom so it slides easy on the floor.
Yep.
And you don't need to use tape either when you play, so it's different, but.
So if there's 4 players on the ice? Are there like 2 forwards, 2D, or is?
Yeah, there's some strategies. So like people go 3 forwards, 1D. I've never seen 3D, 1 forward, but yeah, either 2 and 2 or 3 forwards, 1D.
What are the scores like at the end?
Oh, like a normal score, 7-6, 6-5.
All right.
Like that's
Okay.
It's not outrageous.
No.
it's not
Yeah.
crazy, but it's way more than like if we had a game like that, like it would be pretty intense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a normal.
Right. Mike would have like 6 of those points.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear about your
Okay,
best game.
game. Probably youth. I had a hat trick one game as a defenseman, and that's pretty very, very rare. Probably.
Bobby Orr over here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, I don't know. Probably just that. Like we won. I think we won like 7-2.
All right.
I had a hat trick. I mean,
Nice.
didn't really. It wasn't the reason we won, but I just played really good.
Yeah, I think it helped.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3
Yeah.
of those are yours. Yeah.
So, but yeah, probably that game. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Mike, if you could change one rule about hockey, what would it be?
I would say it's kind of like a lot of things, but I don't like how you can like kick someone out of the face-off circle when they like go first, because
Yep.
it's usually on, sometimes on the player, but usually on the ref faking you out, so it shouldn't be you
Why are
getting,
they doing that?
getting penalized for that, or just like if too many men, if someone like hops on the ice and the puck hits it, it's like they're not trying to do that, they're trying
Right.
to get off the ice, so
Right.
something like that.
It's common
I'd say.
sense stuff.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just annoying things.
I will tell you this, Sarah's significant other is a linesman.
Okay.
And he works some of your games, and he's my favorite linesman that I've ever seen because when he comes up to the face-off circle, he just drops the puck.
That's perfect.
He doesn't
He doesn't
fake
even drop
anybody
it.
out.
Throws it
He doesn't
down.
have a conversation with you. He just drops the puck.
And he gets the hell out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's exactly what the fans want. It keeps the game moving.
Yep.
And it's not about him, and he gets that. You know, a lot of linesmen, they're like, oh, it's my big moment.
Yep.
Exactly.
This is about me. Aiden, what would you change?
Probably icing or offsides. I just feel like it'd make the game a lot faster.
That
than
comes
what it-
from your roller hockey days,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I don't know. The game's already pretty quick, but I think no offsides or no icing would make it pretty go by faster and just better pace probably.
Winter is on the way, and if you're looking to get your vehicle, home, or health ready for all that Mother Nature has to offer, look no further than Uncle Andy's Digest. You'll find plenty of local businesses that take pride in providing great service at affordable prices. Holiday gift ideas? Yep, we have that too, along with jokes, funny stories, shout-outs, an events calendar, and a whole lot more. Uncle Andy's Digest, your guide to, well, just about anything. Visit UncleAndys.com. All right, guys, it's time for 3 random questions.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we're getting into the nitty-gritty
It's
now.
exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting. We should have theme music for this, Sarah. Grab the ukulele.
See what I got.
This is 3 random questions with Mike Stenberg and Aiden Farro from our Maine Nordiques. These questions are not going to have anything to do with hockey. Mike, would you rather play video games or go on a hike?
Video games.
Which one?
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So do you play online?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Definitely.
I played that game once and it was way too much for me. I'm like too many buttons, too many controls. I'm old school. I grew up with a directional pad and 2 buttons.
Yep.
And that's my speed. Call of Duty was like, oh my god, this is so far beyond my capabilities.
It's hard.
Aiden, video games or hiking?
Yeah, video games for sure. Yeah.
And which ones?
Either NHL or Rainbow Six Siege. It's like a Rainbow Six Siege is like Call of Duty pretty much. Yeah.
All right. All right.
Pretty quick answers there.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
doubt about it.
No, nothing wrong with the hike. It's just
No, I love
just-
it.
yeah,
It's not Call of Duty or,
Yeah.
or
You guys
NHL.
are already very active, so
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Don't have time to really hike.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Who went first last time?
I
Mike
didn't.
did.
Okay, so you'll go first this time. What would you do if your family pet started talking?
like it talks for the rest of its life.
Yep,
Wait.
it just starts talking and
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'd be really confused, but I think I'd like that. Like that'd be pretty cool. I think.
First, we need to know what your family pet is.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a giant schnauzer.
Oh.
Yeah, her name's Piper. She's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love my dog.
follow-up question. What would you talk about with her?
I don't know, just like what her thought process is. Like what does a dog like think? Like I don't know, just like what does it mean when you bark? Like
Yeah.
probably stuff like
She'll
that.
never have to bark again. She'll
Yeah,
just tell
no.
you.
Yeah, exactly. Like what? Like yeah.
Interesting. And you?
No, it would be awesome. I would think it would be my best friend. I mean, already is my best. I had a dog, but no, if she was able to talk, we'd become best friends, right?
Yeah.
She's already part of the family, but just able to talk now.
What do you think she would say to you?
I don't know, like you're being annoying. Stop running around. I have to chase you, something like that. Yeah,
What kind of dog was she?
chocolate lab.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Man.
I got a half of that. I
Yep.
got a half a chocolate lab.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the other half is unknown.
He has the body of a chocolate lab, and then his legs are about that long.
He's like a
my
dwarf.
God.
He's like a dwarf chocolate lab. He's unexplainable.
He's
Nobody.
cute as all get
He
out.
surely
His
is.
name's Duncan.
Duncan.
Duncan. All right, Mike. We know you're great at hockey. What else are you good at?
Growing up, I was always good at lacrosse. That was kind of my main sport, part of the lacrosse family. So I grew up on the fields. My dad was a coach. My brothers played, sisters played. So I was very good at lacrosse. And then I've been picking up golf.
It's big with you guys.
I wouldn't say I'm not great, but I enjoy playing. So
Yeah.
it's definitely my two, yeah.
All right. Aiden, what are your other talents outside of hockey?
Cooking, actually, yeah. I like
Yeah?
cooking. And then basketball. I played, and tennis, too. Tennis, I play over the summers. Basketball, I tried to get into when I was younger, but it was like at an age where I had to commit to hockey. So I just did that instead. So yeah.
No golf for you?
I'm probably a rare. I hate golf. Yeah,
A rare Floridian who doesn't golf.
No, I was gonna say hockey player
And hockey player, yeah.
I don't know. I don't like golf. Yeah,
I'm right there with you. I owned clubs at one point in my life and just gave them away because I didn't even want to be tempted to go back on a golf course.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm like, I will hang out on the 19th hole all day long. I'm not going out on that course. You mentioned you like to cook. Do you watch cooking shows?
Yeah, I watch Kitchen Nightmares. That's a show. Hell's Kitchen, Food Network. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Any favorite dishes? Like if you had a girl coming over, what are you making?
I like that. Chicken piccata.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
All right.
With capers and everything?
That's Frances, I think. Chicken with capers.
Really?
Yeah, there's a difference.
Stuff.
Yeah,
I know, we're getting real fancy now.
Sarah, you just got schooled.
I guess.
I might be wrong. Don't quote me
I
on
put
that.
capers in my piccata.
Yeah, I might be wrong. Yeah, but I don't.
Guys, time for scouting reports.
Here we go.
Scouting reports. Mike, you've done this before.
Yes, I did.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll start with you. Mike, you are our star forward, but we need to get you some help on the decor.
Yeah.
Right? And Sarah and I, we own this team. You're our guy, and we know you've played with Aiden before. We're taking a good hard look at him. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Farro. He's an all-around defenseman. He's can be very good offensively, can be very good defensively, and that's something you want in your back end, to be someone reliable and like in close games, being able to shut down the opposing team. Then when we need a goal, he's able to come and give us those chances. So that's and he's a very big part of our defense this year, and now he's able to move pucks quick up the ice. He's able to join the rush, and as a forward, you want that someone to come up and help you produce offensively and join that rush. So, no, he's a very sound all-around defenseman that it's very good.
All right. Nice. And community involvement is very important to us. What's he like off the ice?
Awesome guy. Coming to a team, it's hard because you don't really know a lot of people, but he came in, he knew a couple, and he kind of clicked right away. Everyone loves him. He's a jokester. Right. He loves to joke around.
Seems like he has a good sense of humor.
Yes. Yeah. But he's an awesome guy. He's great.
Sarah, looks like we're going to sign another one.
We're going to have a huge team.
We are. We're
going to have a huge team.
They're going to be all Nords.
Maybe we should just have the Nords. You want to buy a hockey team?
Aiden, you are shoring up our decor, but we need some help on the scoring end. And we're taking a good hard look at the Stenberg kid. We're taking a look at Stenny.
Stenny.
What can you tell us about Stenny?
Very lazy on the back. No, I'm joking.
He's like, hey, I was nice.
I love that.
No, he's a pretty gritty guy. You hate to play against him. He's hard to play against, which as a defenseman, like you hate, like I hate that. Like it's long night with those guys. But yeah, just like a hard to play against, super physical. He's like a Swiss Army knife. Like, you do anything out there. He plays power play. He could good hands, good shot, move pucks. Like, he's pretty good, yeah.
Nice.
Solid.
Total package.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
All right. What's he like off the ice? Uh-oh.
There were Snickers.
No, he's a good guy. He's one of our leaders. He's played juniors for a long time now. He's a great guy off the ice. Yeah, he leads by example, and he's a good guy.
Have you guys done any work with the local schools around here?
Yeah, I have. I've been to one school, yeah.
I've been to McMahon. So we kind of break it up between the team, like half go here, half go there. So I'm pretty sure most of the guys have been.
What's that experience like for you?
Oh, it's awesome. I've been doing that throughout my whole junior career. So, I'm used to it. It's awesome. I mean, just going, giving back to the community and, the younger generation kind of, they look up to us as role models. Even if they're not hockey fans, they look up to us as like an older person, older role model. So kind of just being there and just putting smiles on their faces, that's what we want to do. We have fun doing it as well, like playing around with all of them and just helping them out. It's a good time.
Takes you back a little bit to your
It
time.
does, yeah.
Right? Aiden, do you enjoy that?
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good experience. It's good to be with the community and just, help however you can. And these kids look up to us, I think.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so
they do. We can see it.
It's fun, yeah.
Mike, did I ask you the Stanley Cup question last time you were here?
Yes.
I think I did.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Has your answer changed?
Nope. I got some people asking me about that too. I was like, no, it won't change.
all right. Actually, we'll ask you first, and you can, because you already know your answer, and then Aiden can think about it a little bit. So, Aiden, this is the question that we end all the interviews with the Nords. Sarah and I have been honing this question for years, and we think we've perfected it. Mike, would you rather play in the NHL for 12 years as a perennial All-Star and a Hall of Famer, but never win a cup? Or would you rather play in the NHL for 5 years as a fourth liner and win a cup?
Win a cup.
There it is.
No question.
No
question.
Yep. Hasn't
Want the
changed.
cup.
Putting his name on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
answer and the cup.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
if you
sign off.
if you're a fourth line guy, you're contributing to that win
You are.
anyways, right?
Yep.
Because especially in playoffs and the finals, the third, fourth liner are most likely going to win you games rather than the first two lines. So
Oh.
being able to contribute, not just scoring, but all around, definitely, and it's winning a Stanley Cup.
I feel like you're the first one to actually explain your reasoning with like a legitimate backing.
Yeah.
Other than just like, no, it's the cup. That's what I want.
No, I mean, there's different things. So you can play as long as you want in the NHL, but have points. But Stanley Cup is the main goal, having your name on it. So if I can do that in 5 years, sign me up.
Yeah. And Aiden, we would not be asking this question if everyone chose the cup, because it doesn't always happen.
doesn't go that
Some
way.
people want that long
Really?
career and the Hall of Fame career. What would you choose?
Cup, yeah.
Cup. Yeah. No brainer.
Yeah, there's nothing that amounts. I don't think there's anything that amounts like individual awards. Like I don't think there's anything that amounts to the same level of happiness that the cup will bring. Like I don't think anything. Yeah.
You work your whole life to win the Stanley Cup.
Oh yeah. Like
Right.
That's why you start skating.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. You're not going to be bringing your Hall of Fame plaque to the parades, right? Back home and going, hey, check me
no,
out.
I'm gonna be wearing the ring.
That's
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
We're in the ring drinking from the cup, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't you come in with Treppy last
did.
time, Mike?
Oh,
Didn't he
okay.
choose the Hall of Fame career?
He did.
He
He did.
Yeah, we
And
had
you
some
guys got in a
words.
fight in the
we had
parking
a little-
lot?
Yeah, we had a little argument.
They wouldn't ride home together.
we had an argument, but I remember that.
Yeah, that was a good one. Well, we hope you guys had some fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us this morning. Thanks for braving the horrible
Yeah, it
weather.
was yucky.
Best of luck in New York. Let's put an end to
gonna
this
be great.
this 6-game losing streak and get back on the winning track. And best of luck to you guys.
Thank you. Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
Back
Thanks
on
to our
his-
sponsors, Ruper's Beverage and Redemption and United Piping. And if you'd like to be
that's
part
not
of the
bad.
Lydia's Lunch Bunch advertising family, reach out to Pam via email at pam@lydiamediallc.com. Sarah, tomorrow we're taking the show on the road.
Oh, what
all
are
the
we-
way across the street.
all the way across the street, which
Yeah.
means we won't have tasting tales.
We might come back.
Yeah,
for
we
it.
usually come back and do
Remember
that
what
after.
happened last time we came back? For
Yeah,
it?
I do.
Yeah.
Did I go to work that day?
We all do. I think that was the Tipsy Balls day.
Tipsy balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
We gotta bring that back.
We'll be at the LA Chambers Shop Local Marketplace at the Hilton Garden Inn. You can get all your Christmas shopping done in one location.
doing it.
And support local.
Yep,
too.
doing it.